Timberwolves guard Jimmy Butler has been in the news a lot lately, looking for a trade after a failed postseason run with the Timberwolves squad. So we thought, let's see what happens if the Timberwolves do decide to trade Jimmy Butler. Okay, so here we are in the My League career calendar. We're going to start the simulation to see what happens if Jimmy Butler actually gets traded from the Timberwolves. So let's start first by making the trade. Jimmy Butler has 4 teams that he's looking to go to: the Nets, Clippers, Knicks, and Cavaliers. So we're going to look to try to trade between those 4 teams. So this seems to be the trade that'll work out best for everyone. We're actually able to get Kevin Love back in Minnesota along with J.R. Smith in exchange for Jimmy Butler and Gorgui Dieng, which is really good because Gorgui Dieng has a really huge contract that Timberwolves just aren't using. So let's make this trade here. So now the Timberwolves roster is looking like Jeff Teague at point guard with 33 minutes. We have J.R. Smith at shooting guard, 75 overall. Andrew Wiggins at small forward, 81 overall. Kevin Love back in Minnesota, 86, power forward. He's going to be sharing the second most minutes with this man, Karl Anthony Towns, at center, 90 overall. Derrick Rose, point guard, 75 overall, did really good things for the Timberwolves last year. Tyus Jones, point guard. He's been doing really good things for the Timberwolves. Taj Gibson, a solid starter from last year. Luol Deng, who the Timberwolves just recently picked up. And Justin Patton just to fill out the rest of the roster. So these are pretty much going to be my main starters for this simulation. Alright, so let's start simulating these games. Yo, what do you guys think about Jimmy Butler actually getting traded? Do you think he will? Leave a comment below saying where you think Jimmy Butler is going to go, if he ended up leaving the Timberwolves at all. If you guys have any other ideas for some what ifs, hold on. So this is actually a trade that I'm pretty interested in. Spencer Dinwiddie for Josh Okogie and a second round pick. I think I'm definitely going to have to hop onto this. But let's see if we can do it without the second round pick. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to do it without the pick. So let's make this trade. So I think we're going to have Spencer Dinwiddie coming off as shooting guard with J.R. Smith coming off the bench now. So let's keep simulating. Here's another great trade that I think we have to take a look at. So they're offering John Collins and Dwayne Dedmon for Andrew Wiggins. Personally, I don't really like Andrew Wiggins. I don't think that he's worth the money that the Timberwolves are about to pay him. So I think that a young player in John Collins would be great compared to Andrew Wiggins, who isn't really that great on defense. And he doesn't look like he's been doing that great this season. Like, he's been okay, but he hasn't been very good. Let's see if we can get a couple of picks out of these guys, though. Yeah, we can swap out a second round pick for 2 second round picks in exchange. Plus, that pick is for 2023, and we're not going to be playing that long. Awesome. So now our new lineup: Jeff Teague at point guard, J.R. Smith at shooting guard. Actually, no, we're going to swap out J.R. and Spencer Dinwiddie. John Collins, Kevin Love, Karl Anthony Towns. So let's make that switch here. let's get back to simulating. So let's make some all-star picks here. We're not going to pick the teams. We're just going to let them pick themselves, but let's just take a look. So we got Jimmy Butler as a starter for Team Giannis, so he's doing pretty good over in the Cavs. Karl-Anthony Towns, a reserve. Ben Simmons, first-time all-star. That's pretty interesting. D'Angelo Russell, all-star. And it's actually the trade deadline, so let's stop and take a look at some stats here. Ooh, the award race. We got Russell Westbrook leading the league for MVP, almost averaging a triple-double again. Cousins and Curry both on there. Luka Doncic leading for Rookie of the Year, 13-7. Dennis Schroeder, Sixth Man of the Year. He's going to be really solid for the Thunder this year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year, 2 steals, 1 block. De'Aaron Fox, Most Improved. Some league stats. Russell's leading the league in points. Karl-Anthony Towns, 21-5, 13 rebounds per game. That's pretty good. Kevin Love, 17.8 and 9.5. Pretty solid considering he's a second option. Jeff Teague, 13 and 5 assists. Spencer, 12 and 6. John Collins, 11 and 9. Seems like our whole team's doing a lot of scoring. Jimmy Butler's 23.5, 5 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.9 steals for the Cavs. Timberwolves are 6th in the West. That's really solid considering they just traded their star player, one of their star players. In the East, the Cavs are at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. All right, let's keep simulating here. Russell Westbrook, MVP, 26.1, 9.2, 8.4. Luka Doncic, Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Evans, Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player. De'Aaron Fox, Most Improved. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year, obviously. We didn't have anyone in first team All-NBA. We didn't have anyone second team NBA. 13. Jimmy Butler made third team. We didn't have anyone on any of the All-NBA teams. Jimmy Butler made All-Defense second team. So let's get to the playoffs here. We're actually the 8th seed against the Warriors. And Jimmy Butler didn't even make the playoffs. So let's simulate this round. Ooh, could we actually beat the Warriors? Oh, look at that. We beat the Warriors. And we got to go up against LeBron and the Lakers. Curry had 28 points in Game 6. Cousins at 18 and 13. KD only 9 and 7. Seems like everyone on our team did a lot of scoring. The scoring was pretty evenly distributed. Kevin Love 4 of 12. Karl Anthony Towns 5 of 13. That looks like real life Karl Anthony Towns. Alright, let's simulate this round of the playoffs. Are we going to sweep LeBron? Oh, he doesn't. He avoids getting swept. Alright, D Rose 24 points. K Love 23 points, 8 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns 22 and 14. That's what we need to see out of real life Towns. LeBron, he almost had a triple-double in Game 6. 7 assists. 8 of 20 shooting, though. That's not very good. JaVale McGee, 6 of 6. Alright, let's simulate this round. This is the furthest that Timberwolves have ever been in the playoffs. Oh, don't lose. And the Timberwolves have been eliminated. Steven Adams, 26 points. Dennis Schroeder, 23. Jeff Teague, 27. Spencer Dinwiddie, 17. Alright, let's just simulate the rest of this. And the Toronto Raptors winning the championship. Kawhi with his second ring. 24 points per game. 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Alright, so let's just simulate to the next season. So we got Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Love, John Collins, Jeff Teague, J.R. Smith, rookies that we drafted, and people just to fill out the roster. Ian Clark, Dorian Finney-Smith. Our team isn't off to the best start. Hopefully we can change that later on. We're on a 6-game losing streak right now. Yeah, this season is not looking so hot. All-Star teams again. Kevin Love making the All-Star team. Let's look at some stats. Russell Westbrook leading the league for MVP race again. RJ Barrett, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, Sixth Man of the Year. Kawhi for Defensive Player. Isaiah Thomas, Most Improved. Checking out some stats. KD leading the league in points per game. Karl Anthony Towns, 22.7, 10 rebounds. Pretty good. Looks like he's hurt. Kevin Love, 20 points per game, 9 rebounds. John Collins, 14 and 9. We have really solid rebounding. The rest of our guys just aren't really doing anything.
Man, is this finna be a hit?
Looking at the playoffs, we didn't even make the playoffs. Cleveland did. So let's see where he ends up going. Knicks winning the finals. Porzingis finals MVP. Let's get to the final season of this simulation. We got Jamal Murray at point guard, Andre Roberson shooting guard. We got one of our younger players in. We're gonna put John Collins in at small forward instead of him. Kevin Love, Karl-Anthony Towns. This could be a really solid team for us. Let's start simulating this last season. We're off to a pretty good start to this season. A lot better than last season. All-star teams again. Karl-Anthony Towns making another all-star team. Let's look at some stats here at the trade deadline. Kawhi Leonard leading the league in points per game. Karl-Anthony Towns 22 and 11. Jamal Murray 19 points, 5 assists. Kevin Love 17 and 7. Not too bad. Kevin Love's kind of fallen off. But as long as we're winning games, it doesn't really matter. LeBron leading the league for MVP votes. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, 6th Man of the Year again. Kawhi for Defensive Player. Let's finish the simulation. Giannis for MVP, 28 points. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, 17 points, 6th Man of the Year. Didn't have anyone in All-NBA first team. Jimmy Butler, all second team defense.
If they said no, drag them to the altar.
Karl-Anthony Towns, All-NBA third team.
To get that fix. They've got till midnight to dump out all jealousy, all pettiness, all unforgiveness, all strife, all all malice, all
All right, let's look at the playoffs here. We actually got the second seed in the West.
you got till midnight to get rid of
Jimmy Butler now on the Lakers from free agency. Fourth seed with LeBron.
that's stopping you
So let's
from
simulate
what
this round and see what
God is
happens.
about to pour into your life. Woe be unto you if you go into another year and waste another year with the old mentality.
Oh, the Timberwolves end up actually getting eliminated first round.
For the opportunity that you have right
Jimmy
now,
Butler in the semis.
into this moment.
So LeBron and the Lakers end up winning the championship. LeBron, finals MVP, 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Where is Giannis on this? He must have been hurt. So he wasn't even playing in the finals. LeBron, almost a triple-double in Game 6. 1 rebound short. Jimmy Butler, only 11 points, 4 of 10 shooting. Not a good show. But there you have it, guys. This is what if Jimmy Butler got traded from the Timberwolves. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have any other ideas for what ifs, leave a comment down below. Like this video if you liked what you saw. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell notification to be notified when our videos go live, and we'll see you in the next one.